Hey everybody, and welcome to Ty the Tasmanian Tiger, one of my favorite childhood games that is having its 20-year anniversary this year, and I thought what better way to celebrate than to give it a go. As you can see, I've already played quite a bit of it on here on my computer, and we're just going to go ahead and start a new save and get right into it.
I gotcha! Okay, Ty, I'm it. Catch me if you can. Don't move, mate. I'll get help.
Don't be afraid, Ty. I am Nandu Gili, the Bunyip Elder.
G'day, mate.
It's time you knew the truth. Years ago, a great battle was fought over the fate of 5 mystic talismans.
Here first, you sticky, furry mammal opportunists. Remember the comet! No! You mammals don't deserve to be at the top of the food chain! Now! Once and for all. Oh my God! Never, never, never! Bye-bye.
Those brave few who challenged Boss Cass were trapped in the dreaming.
Mom? Dad?
Word grows that Boss Cass is seeking out the talismans again. He must be stopped at all costs. It's up to you to find the talismans before he does.
It's up to me to save my family.
Oi, Ty! Are you okay?
Maury? Oh, am I glad to see you. Oh, you're never gonna believe what just happened. I was playing in the forest when the ground suddenly... That's when you showed up.
Rude! Sounds like you've got a fair dinkum adventure ahead of you, mate. Not that I'm into that sort of thing. I'd much rather be at home watching the footy. But I tell you what, you do the adventuring and I'll help you out where I can.
God, this is such a good game. It's got a cheesy story, but it's
By the way,
top
whenever
tier.
you see one of these signs, I won't be far away. I've heard that if you press the action button, you can talk to me, whatever that means. Okay, now let's get down to brass tacks. if you're gonna be out adventuring, then you'll need another boomerang. And I know just the place to find one. Head down to Bly Station. I'll meet you there.
It's been actually a while since I've played this game, and here it is. It's it's got all of that early 2000s charm that we know and love, and I am here for it. Where am I going?
G'day,
Camera's a little
Julius.
wavy, but I think I can fix that.
I just reroute these wires to... I said g'day, mate. I is death.
Oh, goodness gracious me. Oh, I didn't see you there. I was just making some last-minute adjustments. Well, you must be tied.
G'day. So, you old coot. What's this contraption do?
This contraption is the key to finding the talismans. Why is this so? It's quite simple, really. It uses an oscillatory microfeeder to scan for trace energy signals that match the unique power matrix of the talismans. Huh?
Me too.
Like a big nose that sniffs them out.
Oh.
Ah. And thunder eggs are the key to powering the machine.
Thunder eggs. Oh, they're as rare as hen's teeth, mate.
Couldn't you just use batteries?
If only it was that easy. You see, this machine doesn't just find where the talismans are, it actually teleports them here.
Struck me lucky.
And that, my friends, requires a great deal of energy.
So, how is Ty here gonna find all these thunder eggs?
Hey, I was just wondering that myself.
A reasonable question. I've created these portals to lead Ty to areas rich with them. Of course, they won't just be lying all over the place.
Just our luck.
A lot of them will have already been found. The trick will be convincing the locals to part with their prized possessions. But I'm afraid I can't help you with that. If you're as resourceful as they say, Ty, I'm sure you'll think of something.
Righto, Ty. There's no point in mucking about. You've got to find a second boomerang. I'll see you in 2 up.
Because with 2 boomerangs. Okay, hold on. I was gonna say something profound here, but I need a. Actually, hang on. That's a great idea. 1 sec. Hold on. Controller. Much better way to play a game designed around it. Yeah, I think that'll be better. Alright. It still thinks it's an Xbox controller because PS4 and 5 controllers don't cooperate well with computers. Off to adventure to find our second boomer. Right. It's poor kid just got dunked on right out the gate.
Listen, mate, I solved your problem. I found you a second boomerang.
That's great. Where is it?
See that tree over there?
Yeah?
Well, it's not there.
You swindled me.
Right. Where is it?
It's on top of Frill Neck Peak.
Right.
Don't worry, you'll just have to jump, run, rang, and bite your way there while avoiding Boss Cass's henchmen. Look, mate, life wasn't meant to be easy.
Life wasn't meant to be easy, so I'm gonna sit around here and laugh at the fact that you have to do all of the labor while I just sit here and make fun of you and tell you lies.
Beauty, Bubba, Bonza, I got one! Yeah, one down, 71 to go. Come on, let's get a move on.
I'd like to mention that I understand about a quarter of what they say in this game, but that makes it all the better.
I reckon those dummies are a complete waste of space. Only last week I used them, walked 2 blocks, was clobbered by a frill, and then woke up back on the dunny, which was the best place to be, given the surprise I got. Julius reckons it's got something to do with the space-time conundrum. But if he's asked me, I think it's a load of bull dust.
So, you're saying that if I have an accident, I'll end up back at one of these?
Something like that.
If you haven't put 2 and 2 together, outhouse. I am just delighting in the just old charm of this game. And these things I'm gathering here are all the... Nope.
You've got a fair set of choppers on you. I reckon you could put them to good use by pressing the bite button. Get it? Stop it. Bite button. In the right time, move on. Have a go at those crates.
But these red things are opals, and they're kind of...
I was speaking to a bloke down the local water knoll, and he reckons you can use your weapons to take care of enemies and smash things. Shoot, Ripper! He said something now, wait a minute, he said something about pressing the throw button to use them.
Anyway, these are opals. And this game's kind of like a bit of a collectathon platformer, kind of similar in a lot of ways to like Banjo-Kazooie and Mario 64. So, lots of things to gather.
What happened here?
I like we're having a conversation while this poor guy's like, let me out, please.
Them across the land.
Oh, yeah? Well, big mistake. No one
I'm still over here. Please.
Thunder egg in each area if you free them.
No worries. Unless you're Boss Cass.
I love how he talks out of just the sides of his mouth. Like, it's beautiful. This game is just a beautiful thing.
You youngers, have it easy these days. If you want to get a better look at your surroundings, just wiggle your camera stick. And you can adjust the camera distance by pressing the camera distance button. In my day, we had to get off our backsides if we wanted to see the world.
Maurice is just the Ty the Tasmanian Tiger equivalent of the Pepperidge Farms meme.
I don't know if it's true, but I heard about this bloke who found 300 opals, then took them to Julius's open machine. Anyway, something weird happened, and he ended up with a thunder egg.
Righto.
It's like, okay, old man, shut the hell up. I'm adventuring. And this is the remastered version of the game on Steam, and so... I forgot how much interruption there is in this tutorial. Just pissed off a gang of punk kangaroos. It's as 2000s as it gets. And I just murder all of them mercilessly. You know, them wearing clothes makes it feel a lot more human.
When I was a lad, there was this kid, Toothy Malone, his name was Ed, who could fight his way through a dozen pies in less than a minute. These aren't pies, mate, but I reckon you could jump the lot by pressing the bite button quickly. Try biting them quickly to reach that thunder egg.
He really is just like the equivalent of that grandpa who has a bunch of stories that have nothing to do with anything, but he tells them to you anyway because he wants to share them and has no better excuse for how. Ow. This is good stuff. It's been far too long since I've actually, like, sat down and played something just for the sake of having a nostalgic ride. And there are more games down the line that we'll be looking at. I want to get back into doing Tomba again since it's been a while. Got, what, 2 episodes of that done and then completely forgot to do anything with it again after that. Fun story, actually. The main reason that I stopped playing Tomba is that the capture card I had was useless and a piece of crap, so it died and I wasn't able to do anymore, and then by the time I got a new capture card, I forgot. Back to your regularly scheduled content. That will be remedied. I'm gonna be... Shinies. I'm gonna be playing more older games as time goes on once I get my setup a little more, stabilized and figured out.
Yes. This just might do.
G'day, Julius.
Oh, hello, Ty. You know this golden cob just might be perfect for my latest invention. The Cogulacious Boomerangulus Extrapolator.
Right. What's that?
Why, it's a machine that creates experimental techno-rangs. I need golden cogs to build a new one. 15 to be exact. And if you find enough, bring them to my lab in Rainbow Cliffs and I'll build you a new boomerang.
You're on, mate.
The Golden Cogs were actually a lot of fun because of the fact that it... Nope. The Golden Cogs were fun because of the fact that they brought in a, interesting... I like that... Hold on. My brain is trying to load. I like that the collectibles all tend to have some purpose of linking together, and not all of them are just for getting the game progression items. Like the Golden Cogs, you technically don't actually need to collect a single one to get through the whole game. You can beat the game without touching the things. But if you do touch them, you get cool boomerangs that are really solid. We can't get up there yet, but we can get there later, so we're gonna do that later. I know that was a very eloquent speech of mine there. I'm glad that in the 7-ish years I've been doing YouTube, my commentary is so eloquent.
Just told me to tell you this, but I have no idea what it means. Apparently, according to Julius, you can lock your camera on to enemies at any time by pressing and holding the lock-on button.
This game had a lock-on function? I don't think I ever, like, activated that sign. I don't remember that being a thing. I don't know if they added that for the new games, or what that was, but, huh. I know that the camera's a little jank, so apologies in advance if that is, a little uncomfortable. I'll find out after this episode if that's something that needs to be, tweaked or finagled with a little bit. And also, honestly, as far as tutorial levels go, this does a really great job of just getting everything that it needs to do out of the way. Shows you the collectibles, tells you what they all do. Make sure you learn how to fight enemies. And yeah, it does the over-explaining that some games are more, notorious for nowadays, but at the same time, it's just dang good fun, you know? Got sucked into that tree by the camera. And there it is. Boomerang number 2. You know, I've never paid attention to,
Believed it if I didn't see it with my own eyes. You actually found the second boomerang. Well, there's no time to sit around and feel all pleased with yourself. You're gonna have to put that new ring to use. You see, I had a thundering I was You have to take them all on to get it back.
Easy. I got this. But, one thing I didn't notice is that they put a lot of detail into his hand animations when he's messing with the boomerangs. And now we can glide. Because having boomerangs gives you the ability to control airflow, apparently. Anybody who's in physics class, ignore the fact that this is flying in the face of everything you've learned, because clearly you've been living a lie. The truth to flight and airspeed control is in boomerangs. Granted, that may only apply to Tasmanian tigers, so I could be a little off on my findings here, but let's just say I'm pretty confident that I'm right here. And the sound effects in this game have always been just near and dear to my heart as sounds that just will instantly give nostalgia. Actually, this is pretty great here. I don't know why or for what purpose, but it is beautiful nonetheless. And I don't think there's more than like maybe 2 or 3 places you can do this in the entire game. But it is wonderful. It lasts for way too long for how strong it is. But it's fine. Let's see. There we go. Get where? What? I'm so lost! Also, I don't know if it was intentional, but that, cage is a little high blue, so it was a lot easier to see than it probably was intended to be. See? Easy. Not even a threat. Barely an inconvenience. Yeah, this, I feel like it might be a little obvious that I've played this game a couple times.
Looks like today wasn't a complete waste of time. You seem to have learned a thing or two. Yeah, too right. You know, there's one other thing I could show you, but I don't know if you're ready for it yet.
Yeah? Well, what's that?
Well, a mate of mine who knows a mate who knows a mate who knows another mate says you can use 2 boomerangs to glide long distances.
How?
It's simple, really. You jump, then press and hold jump again to start gliding.
Right. Is that safe?
Safe as houses, mate. See if you can glide across this gap to reach that thunderhead. Look at that. My mate's mate was telling the truth after all. Just as
Have
well
to
I
sneeze.
could call for an ambulance.
Ugh.
Well then, I found it through
Okay,
the
it's gone.
flying cover. And as a little extra bonus, a stopwatch will appear near the star.
Okay. What's that for?
The racetrack. You can race the clock to win another thunder egg.
Right. I'll give that a go later.
You bet later. Now.
Well, that's enough gas bagging from me. Let's head back to the blind light station.
Nah, man, we got collectibles to get.
See these funny-looking mushrooms? A bloke down at the local watering hole reckons that if you stand in the middle of them, something weird will happen.
Mushroom-powered teleportation. What a world.
Welcome to the trip. Race to the finish as fast as you can, mate. The checkpoints will lead the way. But miss one and the race is over. Good luck.
I do like that this does bring in almost an element of Crash 3's relic races, or relic runs to the game, just albeit in a simplified form and with less of the chaos of trying to manage an entire Crash level of difficulty. And a lot shorter, in fairness, instead of running the whole stage. Huzzah! It has been done.
Was a ripper of a race, Ty. You're faster than a long-legged emu with a case of the bellyaches. Case of the bellyache. I reckon you've earned this. Oh, you beauty.
Cracks me up how much the bird Well, that was terrifying. Now, the game's not exactly perfect, but you know what? It's just pure childhood in a nutshell. Alright, we got one more thing to find, so I'm gonna go find them real quick, and we'll be back in a minute. I lied, we have more than one thing to find. Alright. Almost there. There's one more golden cog hiding somewhere. I will find it. Believe you me, I will. Oh no. Well, this is a problem. Also, I love that he doesn't know how to swim, so he just doggy paddles. That just brings me just a small amount of joy. Aha! There we go. That is everything. So, well, almost everything. There's like one last thing, but that I need to go back. This is probably the fastest way. Ah! Now, am I going to go for completion in every level in this game? Probably. But, you know, isn't that half the fun of these old ones?
I found it! I found it!
Let me see that. At last, a mystic talisman. It's time to move out. We got 4 more talismans to find. You there, fetch my bags. Soon unimaginable power will be mine. Mine.
I love that the villain of this game is just an ostrich with more steps. But I do think that that is plenty enough for a first episode of returning to this game, so that will be all for this episode of Ty the Tasmanian Tiger. If you liked it, leave a like down below. Comment if you have any tips, tricks, suggestions, or other games you want to play or want to see played on the... Comment if you have any tips, tricks, suggestions, or any other games you want to see on this channel. And that'll be all for this episode. Share us around on social media. I got derailed by speaking wrong and now it's gone. It's just all gone. Share us on social media, and we will see you next time. Have